Hello, welcome and namaste everybody. We welcome you all in our weekly family reunion of eSIP follow-up of SIP Module 1, Universal Human Values 1. Let's welcome our source person and co-explorer, Deepa Didi with us. Deepa Didi, namaste, welcome.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste, everyone. Yes, Bhaiya, I'll share the screen from my side.
We may start. Welcome.
Okay, Bhaiya. Is it visible, Bhaiya?
Yes, this is visible and your voice is also clear. Welcome. Over to you.
Okay, thank you, Bhaiya. Namaste, everyone. Good evening. So today we are here for our weekly reunion on our follow-up session on SIP, Universal Human Values module, UHV module. So in the previous session, it was actually introductory session 1 and 2. It was only an introductory session. So today we'll be discussing it. In session 3, we'll be discussing basic human aspirations and their fulfillment. In the previous session, we saw our basic aspiration as happiness and prosperity in continuity. Hope all of you remember the discussion in the previous session. Initially, we asked the students to write down their aspirations, achievements, and concerns. Then we discussed about different aspirations, and we came to know there is a basic aspiration behind all these objectives, goals. Each of us may be having different objectives and goals, but behind these objectives and goals, all of us are having a basic aspiration. It is same for everyone. What is that basic aspiration? Can I get some responses in the chat box? What is our basic aspiration? That was the discussion in the previous session. We will make it as an interactive session. So we discussed about different aspirations, and after the discussion, we came to this understanding that our basic aspiration is happiness and prosperity in continuity. And at the end, we had given a home assignment also to check this is true for you. Hope you remember the assignment also. So in this session, we want to explore these two questions. Are happiness and prosperity really our basic aspirations? So that's the first question. We are going to explore this question. Happiness and prosperity, are they really our basic aspiration? Second question, what is needed to fulfill these aspirations? So if you are able to see that happiness and prosperity is the basic aspiration, so how I will be able to fulfill this? So these two questions we are going to address through this session 3. Through this exploration, we will also see what is this UHV 1 course is about. Usually this UHV 1 course is conducted during student election program. It's somewhat like some during the induction program is 3 weeks. So UHV is also a module, and we conduct this UHV 1 course. So through this session, we'll be able to know what is the purpose of introducing this UHV 1 course. It will also help to answer the question like, why we are doing this course and what do I need to further to fulfill my basic aspiration. Are we ready for the session? Shall we start with the session? Let me get some responses. Shall we start the session? I can see many participants in the group. can just message in the chat box so that we can make it as an interactive session and we can have discussions. I can provide you the mic also. You can raise your hand and then the mics will be provided. Anyway, we need to make it as an interactive session because we'll be discussing the proposals, and based on that, we can move forward with the discussion. Nice. Thanks. Veda Prakash ji is saying yes. Sheetal ji is saying yes. Nice. So we'll further move ahead. So in this particular session, we are going to discuss these two questions. Happiness and prosperity, are they our basic aspiration? And what is needed to fulfill our basic aspiration? So we'll see that. Actually, in UHV course, whatever we are discussing, it's in the form of a proposal. So we will explore on our own right. Each of the proposals we need to explore by our own right. We need to verify the proposals on the basis of our natural acceptance. So as you see in the slide, there are three words: proposal, verification, natural acceptance. What is usually meant by a proposal? You don't need to assume it to be true or false. No need to assume it to be. No one is asking you to believe it. It's a proposal only. Sometimes some of the proposals may be matching to your ideas. You may have heard something. Sometimes it may be contradicting to the things you already heard. But whatever it is, no one is asking you to believe the proposal. But what is expected from all the participants? All of us are co-explorers. What is expected? We have to verify the proposals by our own rights. What is verification? Verification and comparison are different things. Comparison is what we usually do. We will be comparing it with the things. We have read something, we have seen something. Accordingly, we will be comparing the things. But here what we are doing is, we are doing the verification on the basis of natural acceptance. What is natural acceptance? Natural acceptance, it's a new term. It's an innate faculty in each one of us. Different from acceptance. Acceptance is different for different people. But natural acceptance is same for everyone, irrespective of gender, place, religion, age, time. Natural acceptance is same for everyone. And if you want to ask something, you can raise your hand. Mics will be provided. If you need any clarity on natural acceptance and acceptance, you can raise your hand. Maybe I can tell you an example, like if I ask you the question, what is naturally acceptable to you? Feeling of relationship or feeling of opposition? You can respond in the chat box. If you think it is relationship, you can write R. If you think it is opposition, you can write O. The question is very simple and yeah, everyone know the answer. It is relationship. That means where we are getting this answer, do we need to refer somewhere? Do we need to check somewhere? No need. It is already within us. It is innate in us. Yes. This feeling is innate in us, feeling of relationship. All of us need to have this feeling of relationship. So that is our natural acceptance. It is same for everyone. If I ask you another question to get an idea about natural acceptance, do you want to be healthy or do you want to be sick? What is our answer? Healthy or unhealthy? We all want to be healthy. Yes. That also our natural acceptance. So hope it is clear to you. But irrespective of place, age, time, religion, caste, gender, this natural acceptance, it is naturally acceptable to all of us. It is same for everyone. So these proposals, whatever we are discussing here, we need to verify on the basis of our natural acceptance. So in this UHV workshop, we will be discussing many proposals. So all of us have to verify the proposals on the basis of natural acceptance. So let us start with our discussion on basic human aspiration. So what is aspiration? What we want to be. So there are some questions. All of you kindly respond there in the chat box. Do we want to be happy? Do we want to be prosperous? Do we want the continuity of happiness and prosperity? So what can be the answers? All the three? Answer is same? Yes. Answer is same. Do we want to be happy? You can respond. Yes, we all want to be happy. That's our natural acceptance. Do we want to be prosperous? Yes. That also our natural acceptance. Do we want the continuity of happiness and prosperity? Yes. Sheetal Di is saying all three, yes. Chamundeshwari ji also saying yes. So this is our aspiration, what we want to be. Now we'll see another set of questions. Let us check these questions also. Our state of being, what we are. So right side, what we are, what is our present state? So what are those? Are we happy? You can respond, are we happy? Now, are we prosperous? What's your feeling? Do you think that you are happy and prosperous? Yes, Chamundeshwari ji is saying yes. Sheetal Di is saying yes. Nice. Yes. Mamta Di also saying yes. Veda Prakash ji is saying no. Yes. So see the third question. Is there continuity of our happiness and prosperity? First two questions, most of us are saying yes. But what about the third question? Is there a continuity of our happiness and prosperity? Yeah. Chamundeshwari ji is saying no. Mamta Di also saying no. When you see this word continuity of happiness and prosperity, continuity, it means every moment, every second of a day, every second of an hour, every moment. Are we able to be happy all the time? Are we able to maintain this continuity every time, every moment? Sometimes interrupting, Sheetal Di is saying. Mamta Di also saying no. Yes. So if you see both sides, left side and right side, you can see the difference. What we want to be. Our aspiration is we want to be happy, we want to be prosperous, and we want the continuity of happiness and prosperity. But what is our current state? What is my state of being? Or what I am? What I am? I am not able to see this continuity of happiness and prosperity. Are you able to see a gap between the left side and right side? Both are not same. I want to be happy. I want to be prosperous. I need the continuity of happiness and prosperity. But my state of being, my present state is different. Different. That means there is a gap. Are you able to see this gap? Any questions, any reflections? You can raise your hand. Mics will be provided. What can be the reason between our aspirations and our state of being? There is a difference between what we are, what we really want to be. Between what I really want to be and what I am. We can think about ourselves, each of us. We don't need to say we. Yeah, Chamundeshwari ji is saying because of our actions. So if you really want to be happy and prosperous continuously, and if you are not able to get this continuity, do we need to check our actions? What do you think about this? Yes. If you are able to see this gap is the problem for reason for all the problems in our life. So we need to think about the solutions. We need to take the efforts. What are we doing to fill this gap? Are we doing anything to fill up this gap? Is there any effort from your side to fill it up? But if we check the size of this gap, how is it going? From your childhood, you were a baby, in your teenage, and in your college days. Now, some of you may be in 30s, 40s, below 20s, most of the students. Are you able to see the difference of the gap, difference in size? Is it getting wider? What do you think about this? Is it getting wider? Yes, I can see one hand raised. Yes, Chamundeshwari ji. Chamundeshwari Didi.
Namaste, Didi.
Namaste. Namaste.
Am I audible, Didi?
Yes, perfect.
Regarding this, I would like to say, Didi, that we are able to see, I'm able to see the gap. But when we say about the continuity in prosperity and happiness, regarding the continuity in prosperity, we are able to reduce the gap by the actions what we are taking place. Like, for example, we are trying to earn money, we are trying to get all the physical facilities. So by that we are able to reduce the gap regarding towards prosperity, but we are not able to reduce the gap for the continuity in happiness, because the more we are trying to become trying to run after these world material things, the gap is still more increasing. I feel in that way.
Okay, Didi. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, Didi, nice reflection. What you said is we are trying to earn physical facilities and we think that we can reduce the gap. That means prosperity. You think that it is directly related with physical facility. Anyway, we'll see that. And with respect to happiness, we are not able to, are we able to get happiness from these physical facilities? That also we'll be checking. We need to explore. Do we need something more? What that we want to explore. Okay, Didi? Now you're saying that physical facility is required. Definitely. We'll come to that. Okay, Didi, am I able to reach you?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Okay, nice. So Didi was saying that we are working for getting physical facilities. We are earning money so that we'll get physical facilities. With this, the gap of prosperity we can reduce. But with respect to happiness, we are not able to get that. Anyway, one thing is clear, the gap is still existing. So we'll see how we can reduce this gap. Let me ask you one question. If you are able to see that gap is there, are you able to see that this gap is the problem? Do we want to reduce the gap? So you can see this question also. Should education help us to bridge this gap? What you expect from education? Can I get some responses here? If we are able to see that this gap is the reason for all our problems, how we will be able to reduce the gap? Do you think that education need to help us in bridging this gap? We will explore into that. So in the beginning, I told you that we are discussing proposals. So in the whole workshop, you will come across with this simple, explore and verify. So whatever proposals we are discussing here, you have to explore within you. No need to assume it to be true. You can explore, you can verify. So whenever there is a simple, if you have any doubts, you can ask the questions. We will discuss it further and we can explore it together. Okay. So there is a gap between my state of being and between and what I want to be and what I am, what we are. So how to fill up this gap? What is required? Are we taking any efforts? We will explore that. Now you can see on the right side, left side is the same. What we are, what we want to be. Right side, our efforts. So what are the efforts? Is our effort for continuity of happiness and prosperity. We are doing many things from morning till evening. We are engaged in many activities. Why we are doing all these things? Is it for continuity of happiness and prosperity? When I am saying continuity of happiness and prosperity, that means it is directly related with your program is directly related with happiness and prosperity. Are we taking any such effort which is directly related to happiness and prosperity? We need to check ourselves. Or is it only for earning money? When we discuss this content with students, SIP, student participants, they are studying hard. What is the purpose of their study? Is it only for getting a job and earning money so that they can ensure physical facility and its accumulation? Now, in the present economic situation, we can get the physical facility with the help of money. So, are we studying for getting a good job, or are we working for earning money so that we will be able to buy physical facilities? We can accumulate wealth, and through these physical facilities, whether we'll be able to get happiness. What do you think about these two options? If you think if your effort is for continuity of happiness and prosperity, you can respond A. And if you think that your happiness is for only for earning money, ensuring physical facilities and accumulation, you can respond as B. Kindly respond. Yes. Chamundeshwari ji is saying that A. Yeah, Didi, you can explore sincerely with this question. Veda Prakash ji also saying A. So you think about different activities in a day you are doing. All these activities, are they directly related to happiness? Maybe you can raise your hand. I can provide you the mic. I think, yeah, Mamta Di also saying A. Chamundeshwari ji is saying some of the activities. Yes. But the question is, our effort, is it for continuity of happiness? So there can be a mixture. Some of the activities are for continuity of happiness and prosperity. Didi, you have the mic. Maybe you can unmute and say what are the activities you think that, what are the efforts you are taking for continuity of direct efforts we are taking for continuity of happiness and prosperity. Yes, Didi.
The efforts for regarding prosperity, I can say that Didi, whatever day to day, for example, I'm working, so whatever salary or the income, whichever I'm getting, I feel that it is sufficient for me and my family. So whatever I feel excess, little, at least little of the amount, I am trying to give it for charity for those people who are really in need of, let us say, like food, clothing, etc. So this type of work is giving me both happiness and prosperity.
Okay, Didi. So if you think that the question is which of these activities directly linked with happiness, so you can say that you are giving some money for charity. That way, that is an activity directly related with happiness. No physical facility is produced, but you are helping someone.
Yes,
Are you able to see that you are getting a
yes,
feeling out of it?
yes, yes, yes.
So that way it is directly related. But
Yes.
earning money for physical facility means we think that we can get happiness from physical facility. But is that true? It's not directly linked. We are thinking that I can earn physical facilities. From that physical facility, I can be prosperous and I can be happy. But is that true always? Anyway, we need to explore. I have more than enough physical facility. Then also sometimes I may not get that feeling of prosperity. Anyway, we'll discuss what is prosperity and what is happiness in detail. Thank you, Devi. Thank you. Nice. Anyone else want to say something regarding this? Our efforts related to continuity of happiness and prosperity, and our efforts for only for earning money and getting physical facility, ensuring physical facility and accumulation. This we definitely need to look into this question, because every time most of us are doing many things, all of us are busy. We are not even getting time for spending with our family members. We think that we are working hard so that we will be able to give a better livelihood for our family. So what we are doing in that case? If physical facilities are provided for the family, they will be happy. We are indirectly connecting happiness with physical facility. But will it work? Is that the reason for this gap? We will explore. Any reflections? Yes.
Didi, I feel that unless and until we have a feeling of prosperity, well, feeling that we are prosperous, the any amount of physical facility may not lead to that feeling of happiness, because when we are not having the feeling of prosperity, any amount of physical facility, for example, today I have one type of mobile, tomorrow I'll think I'm not having the other type of mobile, I try to run after it, and then I think I'm not having an iPhone, I try to purchase an iPhone. If iPhone is there, then I will try to see that another new version of that has been released into the market, which is having some other features, then I will go for it. So there will not be any end where I am going to see that at this stage I may be prosperous, and then I will try to do some charity and all. So
Yes.
the feeling of getting prosperity is the feeling one person should have, so it is not related with physical facility. I think it's so, Didi.
Yes, nice reflection, Didi. Yes, the
Thank you.
same thing only. Every time we think that our happiness is related with physical facility, but once you get physical facility, we'll be thinking about something else. We'll come to that discussion. Nice, Didi. Nice. So what we are saying here is, are we assuming that the happiness and prosperity will be ensured when we have enough physical facility? That's what we are doing nowadays. We are earning money so that we'll be able to buy that, buy this, buy enough physical facility for our family so that they will be happy. That means we are indirectly connecting. Yes, I can see one more hand raise. Yes, Sheetal, do you also want to say something? Yes, Siti.
No, we earn for physical facility, but there has to be satisfaction.
Yes,
And there should be limitation of desires as well. Only then we can be happy.
yes. So who will fix that limit?
We ourselves, we set the limits,
Yes,
because we cannot go on buying things, just because we have the physical facility.
yes. Nice, Siti. Nice, nice reflection. So Shitaldi was saying that we need physical facilities, but how much physical facility is required, that we need to fix the quantity. We need to fix the limit. Yes, nice, Didi. Nice. So that can also be a reason for our problem.
Yes.
Yes, nice, Didi. So that's what we are discussing. What effort are we making other than accumulation of physical facility? Now the discussion is, we all work for earning money to get physical facility, but sometimes we feel that this physical facility is not enough. So that not enough feeling itself can create problem in you, itself can bring sorrow in you. So are we taking any effort other than this accumulation of physical facility? Are you able to see any effort other than accumulation of physical facility? Any other effort, like what Chamundeshwari was saying, I'm giving some money for charity. Yes, nice. You are getting that feeling. Anything like that, or any effort we are taking? Anyway, we'll explore this. All of us agree that we need physical facility. So what else? How much physical facility? Who will decide? Physical facility is necessary. All of us agree with that. But something more is required. What is that something more? like what Sheetal Di was saying. Now I may think that I need this mobile, but maybe when I see my friend is having a better version of this mobile or some other expensive mobile, I may be thinking that I also need to buy that mobile. But when I get that mobile, I may be thinking about something else. Maybe 1 or 2 days, I feel okay. I have this mobile, I'm happy. But then I may be thinking about something else. Are we able to see this change of desires within us? When we get a physical facility, we feel comfortable, but we will be thinking about something else. So what about animals? This is usually what human beings do. What about animals? Are they comfortable with the physical facility what they get? We can think about a cow. When it get grass, food or shelter, we can see that it's comfortable sitting somewhere eating the grass, taking rest in a shelter. But is that the case with human beings? If we are giving food to our children, are they happy? Do we need to give something else? What do you think about this? We are not like that. We need something more. What is that something? Why we are punishing, giving punishment and sending people to jail? There they will get physical facility. But what they are not getting there? What else is required? Veda Prakash ji is saying relationship. Are we able to see this? In our family also, we have a child. We have children. We are giving them food. We are giving them shelter. We are giving them all physical facility. But we are not with them. We are not with them for any support. We are staying away. They are not able to see us. Will it be enough, these physical facilities? They need care. They need love. They need guidance. That means relationship is also required. Are you able to see this? If you have any responses, reflections, maybe you can make a list. What else is required? We know we need physical facilities, food, shelter, clothing. All these are physical facilities. And other physical facilities also, we need laptop, we need mobile phone for communication. But every time we need to think the purpose. Why do I need this? We can think about the purpose. We won't be able to negate the physical facilities. We need it, but other than that, we need relationship. Are we able to see this? Any reflections? Nice. Although we may have recognized the need for relationship, all of us are able to see that we need relationship. It is natural acceptance. Our natural acceptance is relationship. We don't need opposition. But usually what happens in our family, in our workplace, with close friends, with siblings, we do get into arguments. We do get into oppositions and fights. Does it happen? What about you? Every time, whenever there is a fight, we want to resolve it. We say sorry, patch up, and promise not to fight in the future. But what happens? It will occur again. What can be the reason? We know that we need relationship. That's our natural acceptance. But still, between us, all this will happen again and again. What can be the reason? What can be the reason? Yes. Chamundeshwari ji is saying ego. Yes. Can be. Every time we may think that we are right, others are wrong. Whatever I am saying is right. Other person is wrong. Even though we don't want to, a fight does take place once again. We want the other to improve. But what about the other person? He or she may be saying that you have to improve. I am right. You only made the mistake. Every time you are doing this. Is it like that? So what is the solution? If you are able to see that relationship is our natural acceptance, but still there are problems between us. Every time some issue in our relationship, why it is happening? Are incidences of reaction, not speaking each other, arguments, debates, divorces. Is it increasing or decreasing? What do you think about the divorce rate? In India, divorce rate is, yeah, maybe in a Google search, I was able to see that 2%, less than 2%, something like that. But when we search the case for developed nations like US, United States of America, situation is very worse. It's almost 50% or sometimes more than 50% even. So what's the reason? They are having more physical facilities than we people. Then again, there are some problems. What is the reason? Education also is better in those countries compared with India. Do you think that education has a role to play here for bringing up a solution, for bringing up a better relationship among human beings? What do you think about this? What's your opinion? Yeah, Sheetaldi is saying not trying to adjust. Chamundeshwari ji is saying yes, education has a role. That's what I understood. Education has a role. Nice. Do we need to adjust with others, not trying to adjust? Usually these adjustments, compromises, do you think that it will work? When we think that we are adjusting with someone, we are losing something. Will it be naturally acceptable for us if we are losing something? Every time we'll be having a feeling that I'm adjusting, I'm compromising. Will it work? It won't work. So what is required? What else is required here? Try to maintain peace. Yes, try to be in harmony. We need harmony. We need happiness. Yes. Understanding. Shitalji is saying understanding. Yes. Nice. We'll explore into that. So till now we're saying that physical facility is required. Relationship is also required. But all of us agree that we need relationship. We have recognized the need for relationship. Then also there are problems in our relationship. So what can be the reason? In spite of our acceptance for relationship, why is it happening? So right understanding is also essential for human being. No need to adjust with everyone, but what is required? If you are able to see the situation, if you are able to bring back the situation to harmony with right understanding, that is what is required. Right understanding within us. Necessary to have right understanding about relationship. So right understanding is necessary for all of us, for all of us, for every human being. So these are the three things. Right understanding in the self. So what's the proposal? Three things are required for human being to be fulfilled. Right understanding in the self, relationship with human being, physical facility with rest of the nature. Hope you remember our discussion. We were actually looking, searching for the reason for that gap. It is getting wider. My state of being and my aspiration. There is a gap. This gap is the reason for all the problems. It is getting wider. When I am growing up, the gap is getting wider. So what's the reason? I was checking the reason for that gap, for the problem. So I was able to see that physical facility is required, relationship is required, and I also need right understanding. So what do you think about this proposal? Are all three required? Is something redundant? Is anything more required? What is your opinion? Kindly respond. Do we need all these three? Do we need something more? Yes. Nice. Or if we can respond. Nice. All three is required. Nice. You are able to see that we need all these three. Right understanding, relationship, and physical facility. Are we working for all three? Kindly respond. If you are able to see that we need all these three, are we working for all three? What is your response? Yes. Chamundeshwari ji is saying yes. Veda Prakash ji is saying no. Nowadays, yes. Sheetal ji is saying yes. Nice. You can give sincere reflections. Am I able to work for right understanding, for my relationship, for physical facility? Definitely, we are doing many things. Majority of our efforts are for physical facility. But what about relationship? What about right understanding? Am I able to take any effort for all these three? Now we'll see the priority order also. Which is having the first priority? If you see, if you are able to see, we need right understanding, we need relationship, we need physical facility. Which one has the first priority? Which one has the second priority? Which has the third priority? The proposal is right understanding in the self has the first priority. Relationship with other human beings has the second priority. Physical facility with rest of the nature as the third priority. Are you able to see this priority order? Any reflections? And if you want to say something, mic can be provided. You can raise your hand. Mic will be provided. Are you able to see that we need to give first priority to right understanding? Is that our current state? Are we doing like that? So if you have right understanding in the self, with feelings in relationship, all these feelings, trust, respect, care, guidance, we will be able to ensure this feeling in each one of us. Right understanding in the self, I can ensure all these feelings within me so that I'll be able to have a mutually fulfilling relationship with other human beings, so that it will lead to mutual happiness. It will lead to mutual happiness. Right understanding in the self and relationship with other human beings, it will lead to mutual happiness. In the same manner, if you have right understanding in the self, you will be able to identify the physical facility, like what Chamundeshwari ma'am was saying earlier. How many numbers of mobiles are required? What type of mobile is required? Even with respect to food. Now we can see the issue lifestyle diseases. Obesity is a major problem. So we are not able to see how much quantity of food is required and what type of food is required. Food is a physical facility. So if you have the right understanding in the self, you will be able to choose the food which is required for nurturing the body. What is the purpose of food? What is the purpose of food? We need to nurture our body. So with right understanding, we will be able to choose the physical facilities. How much quantity is required and what type of physical facility is required. Physical facility with rest of the nature, it can lead to mutual prosperity. So these are the requirements to fulfill our basic aspiration. Right understanding, relationship, and physical facilities. But what is our current state? Are we able to see this difference? My current state, majority of my effort is for physical facility. Are you able to see this? Without right understanding, I'm taking all the efforts for earning more and more money, more and more physical facility. I think I will be able to get happiness if I have more physical facility. If I am able to accumulate more wealth, I'll be happy. without right understanding, my entire effort is for accumulating the physical facility. I'm not aware about the relationship. Instead, what is my feeling? I need respect. I'm always expecting the feelings from others. So, what will happen? Every time expectation, when I am not getting these feelings, I will be unhappy. So, in our relationship, what is the result? Unhappiness. I am unhappy and making others unhappy because I am not able to see these feelings in relationship. I'm not having these feelings within me, so how I'll be able to share it with others? I'm always expecting the feelings from others. Why it happens? Because I'm not having the right understanding. So the same thing here also. I'm not having the right understanding. So I am all the time working for earning money, getting more and more physical facility, accumulating physical facility. I'm not having this right understanding. So every time I think that it's not sufficient, I have to earn more and more. Every time I will be having this feeling of deprivation. Not enough. It's not enough. I need to earn more and more. So, what is the result? Exploiting the nature, exploiting others, and depriving others. Is it the current state? Are we able to see this in our current society? Are we able to see this? Even our own daily life. Are we able to see this? Unhappiness. I'm not able to see the continuity. Sometimes happy, sometimes unhappy. What's the reason for unhappiness? You can explore within you. Prosperity also. Sometimes I feel prosperous. Sometimes I'm not able to see this prosperity in my life. So, what's the reason? Explore within you. Are you able to get this? Any reflections? Any of you want to say anything? Yes. So, what we are discussing so far? Between the current state. So, there is a gap. What is my aspiration? My aspiration is mutual happiness, mutual prosperity. Happiness and prosperity in continuity. Everyone, each of us. But what is my current state? I'm not able to see the continuity of happiness. So, do I need this transformation? So, what do you think about this? You can respond. Do we need this transformation from the current state to the desirable state? What is the desirable state? We all need this continuity of happiness and prosperity. For that, what is required? We need right understanding as the first priority, relationship as the second priority, physical facility as the third priority. So that we will be able to ensure this mutual happiness and mutual prosperity in continuity. But what is my current state? I'm not having the right understanding in the self. It is missing. Relationship with other human beings, it is missing. So, physical facility, every action, every effort is for physical facility. But without right understanding, I'm not able to see whether it is enough for me. So what I'll be doing? Exploiting. Every time thinking that I need more and more. So this is the current state. So we need this transformation. Nice. So we'll discuss this next week. Where do we want to be? Where do you want to be, on the left or right? So all of us are able to see that this is the desirable transformation. Do you need to make effort for this transformation? Do we want to make effort? Do we need a holistic perspective to make this effort? So what do you think about this? Education need to help you in making this effort? Should education help you to make this effort? Yes. You all expect this from education. We'll discuss that in the next session, next Wednesday. Thank you all.
Certainly, Didi. We certainly like to have more and more such healthy discussion and exploration together.
Yes.
So thank you all the course. Thank you, Deepa Didi. We'll meet again next Wednesday, same time, 7:30 Wednesday. Namaste, everybody. Namaste.
Thank you.